Hi, my name is Robb Braun, and thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I'm only going to take 3 to 5 minutes on you. I'm doing this video for an organization called the Boys to Men Mentoring Network. They have an event coming up September 24th called the 100 Wave Challenge. Now, the Boys to Men has got a huge place in my heart because I am a dad. I'm a dad and I've got 2 sons. My little guy, Bailey, and then my oldest one. This is Chase right here. This is Chase when he was 9. That was a good time in his life. The day he was born, we were into baseball. In fact, the year he was born, '84, our San Diego Padres went to their very first World Series, and that was a good omen for us. And up until he was age 5, we must have gone to 100 ball games. The Padres had a rail there that if the little guy's head didn't come up to that, he got in the ball game for free, and we went to games all the time. And that just we loved baseball together. Well, Chase didn't get to see the Padres in the second World Series. In 2004, Chase was shot in a drive-by shooting down in San Diego, and he was killed that day. He was 19. Now, that day for me is incomprehensible, tough to describe even today. What was very clear for me, besides experiencing the loss, was a couple decisions that I made. One, that I was not going to be angry at God. I was going to trust on some level there was purpose for Chase not being here. The second decision I made was that I was no longer going to live my life small. That I was no longer going to let fear and anything else be an obstacle or a reason for why I didn't move forward in my life. I was going to honor Chase. I was not going to let him be a reason why I didn't live out my life. I wasn't going to let that be an excuse. So in honoring him, I have done that, and that's what we're here today. The reality today is that our boys are not making it. Our boys do not have the men that are now coming down to the village and taking the boys away and initiating them into an initiation into manhood. It's not happening anymore. 1 in 3 boys are growing up in homes without fathers in the home. Almost 9 in 10 men that are in prison today did not have a father in the home. And if they did have a man, the man was typically abusive, violent, drug addicted, in some way not modeling healthy masculinity. And you women know this all too well because you've been seeing it, you've been victims of it. You maybe been daughters to some of these men, wives to some of these men. Somewhere along the way you may have been hurt by a man. A man that didn't get taught healthy masculinity, how to be a good man on the planet. And you women raising boys by yourselves right now, you know what I'm talking about. That's where Boys to Men comes in. Boys to Men is an organization that gets mentoring for boys before it's too late. Boys that don't have good men in their lives. And that's what I'm asking you to do, is support me. I'm going to get in the water on September 24th, and I'm going to catch 100 waves. All I need you to do is pledge. There's a place for you to push and hit a pledge. $1 a wave, $5 a wave, $10 a wave, it doesn't matter. I'll do the work. I'm asking you to make the pledge and support me in supporting Boys to Men. My goal is to raise $100,000 for them, and I'm asking you to help me out with that. The other thing I'm asking you to do is pass this video along. My friend Janet and other friends have done just that. They believe in me, they believe in what it is that I'm supporting. And that's a way that you can also continue to support, because reality is there's none of us that have not been impacted by what's going on with our boys today. We can no longer sustain not getting together and doing something about this, because our boys are turning violent, our boys are turning to bullies, our boys are turning to gangs if we don't step in and provide the mentoring. Margaret Mead said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world, because indeed it is the only thing that ever has." You and I were that small group. The Boys to Men, they're that small group. If we work together, we can make a change. We can save our boys' lives. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. Pass it along. Bye-bye.